You also could just kill him if you want. Again, we lost our Ember to gravity. I don't think we've... I mean, again, except for the one silly NPC in Farron, in the Crucifixion Woods, I don't think I've actually died to anything but fall damage and PvPing. Okay. Okay, let's try it again. Nope. Was a little too far to the right. I don't even know what that item is. I know it's there's a ring at the very bottom, and it's a really good ring too, so I definitely want it. This is why I spent my souls before doing this. Oh, I shouldn't have embered. Why did I do that? It's fine. They're very plentiful, and if you PvP a little bit, they're very easy to come by also. I'd love to do some Sunbro Covenant, but I don't know what it is. I feel like I never get summoned. I tried it. Keith and I had to grind out Sunlight Medals ourselves because, like, nobody summons you in for bosses, it seems like, in this game. And frankly, until you get to Pontiff, I don't feel like any of the bosses are particularly challenging anyway. They're all very easy. I feel like the areas before them are actually the challenging parts, so I guess I would have to put my sign down near the bonfires instead. That way I could help people through areas. Okay, so we want to align like here because it's popping. It's jutting out from this wall. Jump. There we go. Firekeeper stuff. Hop down. Get the ring. So I think, based on Patches' dialogue, these are all dead Firekeepers. So the Estus ring just means we heal more with Estus, which is great. It might be like the equivalent of one extra undead bone shard or something. I'm not sure. It's like this is the grave where all the older Firekeepers end up. It looks like it too, because see, all their eyes are burned. Interesting stuff. Finally, now we can kill this Swordmaster, or try to at least. He can be tricky. Never mind. He's fine. He's dead. You can kill him early by cheesing him to run off the cliff, and then you get an early Uchigatana. But I think... I've never really found a way to articulate this before, but it's sort of my opinion on, like, something that makes for really good world building and storytelling is some of the better world building franchises. They never, ever approach things as if there's an audience who needs to hear about why something is the way it is. Patches talks about, like, oh, well, at least you're surrounded by women. It couldn't get better than that, right? As if, because he's, like, talking about something that you, the character, should already know, but we, the audience, don't. So we, the audience, have to infer it ourselves. But there's no reason he should be like, oh, there's a bunch of dead Firekeepers in there. But he makes a comment about all the dead Firekeepers as if everybody in the world already knows that the dead Firekeepers are in there. Does that make any sense? I suppose. But again, it's treating information in the context of the person in the media that's receiving it and not the audience that's playing it or watching it. I think that makes a big difference, and I think it's fantastic. I don't know if I have any extra Estus shards. Let's go check. I don't think I do, but we might as well check.
Just wasn't.
But there's a lot of reasons why that's important. Number one, it's rewarding for your audience to make their own connections, and they feel kind of smart when they do. You do alienate some people who, these people exist where they feel that they need everything spelled out for them, because everything needs to be canonical and everything needs to be defined. Things can be canonical and defined, but not directly told to you, I think. And, you know, don't treat your audience like they're idiots. I think that's one of the best ways to, approach it. I'll be honest. I mean, I'll go back to Deacons. I'm going to put down my soapstone. I'm going to see if I can get summoned in. Co-op through areas is probably the most fun in 3, given how aggressive everything is. If you play equally as aggressive, the game feels like a crazy melee. It's great. Agreed. See, let's just like put our soapstone. That's a homeward bound. Well, we'd want to be sunbros. You know, I'm not gonna waste my time. I don't know why I even thought about doing this. Let's just continue. So we finished Deacons of the Deep, and we got the small doll. I think there was something else at Firelink I meant to do, but I didn't do it. Oh, Yol. Let's go see what he's up to these days. He's over here. Oh no! Yol!
Oh, prithee, art thou good Yol's master? I am Uriah of Londor, a close friend of his. Thanks to thee, Yol's soul is redeemed. Allow me to express my gratitude in his stead. Another matter. Thou'rt a lord, art thou not? Bearer of the dark sigil, and our Lord of Hollows. For the time thou remainst our Lord, we of Londor shall serve thee. And I, of course, am also thine.
Okay, so now we got this weirdo. A few things you can see. She sells Dark Hand, which is the shield that Dark Wraiths use, and is typically associated with the Dark Wraith Covenant from Dark Souls 1 and Darkseeker Koth and all of that. Another interesting thing is if you kill Uriah, she says, Koth, I failed you. So this whole area of Londor, I think, is implied as where the Pilgrims come from, where the Dark Wraiths come from, and it's like a human city, like humans that embrace their dark nature is this city, and I think it's supposed to also kind of remind you of New Londo from Dark Souls 1. It's also said to be an ancient relic of a primordial serpent. That's one of the only references to the primordial serpents in the whole game. So, pretty neat little reference there. She also sells the Londor Braille Divine Tome. This is another one that we don't want to give to Arena because it'll corrupt her, but we'll buy it now.
Oh, good Hollow. I'm afraid I must say, Orbeck of Vinheim is a cause of much consternation. He proclaimeth himself Lord of Hollows. If left alone, he may one day imperil thy rule. Fall to this matter yearly, else we are unraveled. Decisiveness is the mark of a true monarch. Till we meet again, may the dark sigil guide thee.
So even the way she looks, I think she's kind of like Mephistopheles from Demon's Souls. Other than the fact that she leads you to one of the unique endings of the game. But she wants you to kill one of the NPCs in the hub. So we're not going to kill him. There are ways that you can fulfill this quest separately, but we're not going to just murder him. But the way she looks, and also the fact that she wants you to kill an NPC, again, nice little Demon's Souls reference there, which is cool. Okay, so we're done with Cathedral. We have to go back to the Road of Sacrifices. And we're going to Farron Keep. Ugh. This area blows. This is it's probably my second least favorite area of the whole game. Hard to say. Decisiveness, Justin, the mark of a great CEO. Okay, back to it, and we do have the purple moss on our hotbar. Oh, I hate this place. I hate it so much. I also leveled up my faith, and I probably should get some more miracles. There's a lot of loot in this area, but it's just like a big circular area. Read my book, The Hollow Exec. But I swear, I don't understand why they keep putting these types of areas in these games. Everybody hates them. Nobody likes the poison swamps, especially ones that slow down your movement. And while it looks like I can run normally now, most of this area slows down your movement. It's so stupid. so tired of it. We are pretty close to the blessed, to be able to use the blessed gem, though. Again, I have to double check to see if the lightning damage is comparable to what we're doing with fire now, though. So we'll check. There's so many ways to go and things to pick up. Again, I don't want to get too sidetracked. I just want to, like, pick a direction and sort of clear it out. We also have to go up to where the old wolf of Farron is, because there's some good stuff to get up there also. Jesus. Okay. So with that Estus ring, you can see we're healing a lot more. It's a lot nicer. Can you find those fires from memory, or do you just have to run around like I do? The only thing... No, I don't know them from memory. All I know is that they're all up these ramps. That's the only thing I know. And I'm not even going straight for them because I want to collect all the shit. Gotta collect that shit. There are a few references to Dark Souls 1 in this area, specifically Ulasil. So some people say that this is Ulasil. What I'll say to that is, I think some people look for connections where there aren't necessarily connections, as opposed to just references. That's one thing I sometimes question in this game, is like, what is supposed to be just a reference for fun and supposed to actually be related to some sort of storytelling? Because the game is meant to tell a story in like a really roundabout way. So I can't really blame people for trying to make connections, but like I always question, I'm like, okay, well, there's some things that are like Ulasil, but does that really mean that this is Ulasil, or is it just because they wanted to be like, oh look, it's Dark Souls 1, haha? I don't know. There's another Dark Wraith. These guys are fucking assholes. I think they have more poise than any other enemy in this game. It seems like it. They are just unflappable. That's their life steal. Don't get hit by that, please. There's the coal we were looking for the blessed gem, if we decide to use it. So, what's his name? The deserter was the one that told us what we need to do in this area. And we have to extinguish these 3 fires. And that will open the way to the Abyss Watchers. So we're looking for 3 flames to extinguish. Amazing how Lower Blighttown is the best version of this sort of area. I completely agree. People talk about it like they hate it, but it was done way better than all this other shit. Better than Harvest Valley and better than this. That's for sure. And once they fix the FPS issues on PC, well, on every, well, really just PC. I was gonna say on all the platforms, but that's not true. Yeah, it's so much better, like monumentally better. I find these little cutscenes to be really out of place. Really out of place for Dark Souls. Because they're extremely slow and they just take you out of the game completely. You think that would be enough, but no, then we have to very slowly watch a fire come on here. This feels more like a cutscene you'd see in Zelda. Not in Dark Souls. It's kind of like nudging you in the right way to go. It's very strange to me. Because nowhere else in any of the 3 games do they outright just be like, hey, look, you turn this thing off and it turned this other thing on. And then you want to go in that way, and that's where the, oh, it looks like that might be where the boss is. You know, like, again, just out of place. Very strange to me. Getting a lot of rotten pine resin. That's the only thing with these transfusions, these elemental transfusions, is I feel like I'm losing out on a lot of versatility. because of the transfusions that I've chosen to do. I don't want to pass up any of the areas where I could go, so I'm actually going to go out the way I came. Which was not this way. Down here. Oh, you know what I meant to do? I want to turn up the music volume. Because the music is so good during the bosses. Let's also Ember. Maybe we'll get invaded. I could put on the Poison Bite ring. Probably better than Blue Tear. Most rings are better than Blue Tear Stone at this point. Okay, so let's continue along the left. We're definitely gonna get poisoned. I don't even know why I bothered putting that ring on. You can make it! I've done it! He's done it! Just wait. We don't want to get poisoned. Ha-ha! Success. Alas, we have to run through more swamp. Poisoned. Okay, so these enemies are Grues. We've already fought a couple of them, but these ones that are unarmed are really shitty. I don't know what it is about them, but I have a lot of trouble avoiding their attacks. Let's see if we just kill this one real quick. There we go. I don't know why, but I just have I have so many issues avoiding getting hit by them. I just gotta get good. I don't know. Whatever that meme is. Get good at Dark Souls. Because it's the hardest game that's ever existed. Oh, jeez. I take so much pride in my Dark Souls skills. Because I have very little to take pride in the rest of my life. So I tell people to get good on the Dark Souls 3 subreddit. And I make it seem like it's just a joke, but I mean it. But you better not heal in my duel with you, sir, or I'll point down emote at you. I'm going to beat the game at soul level 25 and then kill people in Farron. Yeah, see, yeah, Keith understands about those jumping enemies. I feel like I don't know, I can't avoid that jump attack. It always gets me. And then they power up because of it. Let's head up and grab the next flame. There's 3 of them. It's not really clear what these Grues are. I don't know what they're supposed to be. They're like they have hoofs. I'm not sure if they're demons. I think they might be demons. I'm not sure. They're also similar to the enemies in Ulasil, so that's why this whole area is just sort of a little trip back to Ulasil from Artorias of the Abyss. Telling you, bizarre cutscenes. So strange. Okay. We have to kill these guys, but there's a bonfire. I do have a lot of Estus, though, so I won't necessarily sit at it. I just want to light it, though. Where are you going, buddy? Come on. Wow. I really thought I'd break through. Dude, we're already poisoned. You cannot poison what is already poisoned. All right. Oof. Hard to react, and they have a huge radius. Yeah, it's just those enemies specifically. I just always have a problem with them. I don't know. I don't remember if there's stuff to pick up on the sides here. Definitely got to go do the stuff by the old wolf before we progress to Abyss Watchers also. But there's a lot more to get in this swamp. Again, it's a huge swamp. You just kind of have to section off parts of it and decide which direction you want to go. Whoop! I think this is bone dust, which is really nice. I think before Abyss Watchers, I'll go check out if the Blessed Gem would be any better. Just because the Abyss Watchers, I think, are resistant to fire. Or at the very least, are probably weak to lightning and not fire. Okay, so that's the door we eventually want to get to. That leads up to the wolf. Here's where we have to walk slowly through the fucking swamp. Who made this decision? Who thought it's a good idea? Why? Alright. They didn't even put a ring in this time. They didn't even put in one of those in a ring to say, hey, here. At least once you get this, it won't be as bad. These are elder grooves, and they're terrible. Okay, let's try to fight Yellowfinger. Where is she? I don't actually know. Weird. There's so much stuff to pick up. I guess let's come on over here. I get lost here so easily. I don't know where I'm going. Wolf's Blood Swordgrass. That's the Covenant item for the Farron folks. There's some Estus soup. Where the hell is the invader? On the plus side, because she's here, we won't get invaded by anyone else. She's just walking around somewhere. She's like, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get you. Hey, Calvix. Thanks for joining us again today. We've had a lot of people coming in and out today. So they summon these little humanity sprite things. It's like dark magic, I think. And they also summon them every time they... Oh my god, here's Yellowfinger also. Oh, this is very bad. Of course she pops out right flippin' now. Okay, I killed the Elder Gru. You piece of garbage. Get that Farron Dark crap out of here. Stop. I'm gonna have to go into the muck. I mean, she's in there too. That's the one thing. If you're PvPing in the goop, if you're slowed down, so are they. Oh yeah, I could have used a seed. I should put that on my hotbar. That would be great. Ooh. Stop. I hate this area. I hate PvPing in this area. Come to me. The other thing about PvP invaders is they have unlimited FP. It's unlimited. Of how every single one of those hit me. So she's wearing the Xanthos crown. It's been an item in every Dark Souls game, and it's a reference to Old Monk in the first Demon Souls. And by the first Demon Souls, I mean the only Demon Souls. I know that I'm playing this really stupid, but I really don't want to fight her in the swamp and get poisoned again, even though I'm just going to get poisoned anyway as soon as this engagement is over. But I don't want to be poisoned as it's happening. Wow. She's a god. Okay, so we got the pick and the Xanthos crown. Okay. Now we'll get poisoned again. Titanite shard. We've cleared out a lot of this area, but I frankly don't know which way I need to go. I mean, the reason that this is worse than Blighttown DS1 is because Blighttown DS1, you could get a ring that lets you walk through the muck. And yeah, it took up a ring slot, so it was balanced that way. I don't know why they removed that here. Nobody likes doing this. There's a cave somewhere here, but I don't know where it is, and I'd like to find it and get in there, because there's some important stuff in there. We've killed a lot of the enemies in this zone, which is great. And the invader. Oh my god. This is just the worst. Hello, friend. Oh god, okay, so there's another thing we have to light. Hope robes with Xanthos crown, it'd be ridiculous but hilarious. Justin, you just don't understand. From Software wants you to hate their games. It certainly seems like it. Well, I mean, that's kind of the dice they roll when they make things the way they do, because obviously they want to make things that make players dislike, go through and be like, whoa, this area is terrible, right? And then you go through it a second time, you're like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. But frankly, this is one where it's never not bad, just because anything that restricts your movement is just the worst. Miyazaki's been trying to get people to stop playing Dark Souls for years so he could work on something else. Yeah, that's definitely true. Okay, I think this is the last. No, we already put this one out. Why? When did these guys come back? I didn't sit at a bonfire, did I? Oh god, I'm so lost. Okay, no, we're back at the beginning. I don't want to update, thank you. I can't believe there's any desktop application now that thinks it's acceptable to minimize whatever you're doing at the time to say, hey, you want to update this? Unless it is like a crucial exploit that is being addressed. No! He almost got me with that. I went for the backstab. Oh my god. Literal god Dark Wraith. I love button queuing. I love it. I really wanted to kill him before we got summoned. That's the only reason I went for that. I know it was stupid. I really wanted to try to get him before we got summoned in. Because if you get summoned into a world and then get sent back, all the enemies that are still alive are just reset with full health. That was dumb. I don't even know... Oh, I know where we were. This is fine. Let's just go back. We got our Estus back at least. Farron Keep. The area is so big, things unload and reload as you go around it. I didn't know that. I've never known any areas to be like that in this game. That's really interesting. I genuinely did not know that. I think the last fire is like right up there. That's the one we haven't done, but let me go get my souls real quick, because at least for this part in the game, we had enough for maybe a level or two, which is pretty significant. Running through the goop. I said I'm running through the goop. Get out of here. I will have my revenge. Woo. These guys avoid backstabs like actual heroes. They're No! They're backstab avoiding lords. I staggered him! Did you see that? What a treat. The day you can stagger a Dark Wraith. Leaving an area unloads all enemies in it. I didn't realize I left an area, though. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I ever walked out of here. I must have, but I don't remember doing that. No! God damn it! Piece of garbage. Just hit him. Just fucking hit him. Okay. All right. We've already extinguished the one right up here, so we're gonna go around it. This part's real strange. There's a bunch of Elder Grus, but there's some good stuff you can get for killing them. So we're gonna have to sit in the poison, unfortunately, as we do it. Oh, I don't have a weapon equipped. Jesus. No! There's really no safe time to attack these things either, which is why they're extremely irritating. Is he dead? So that gives you the Black Bow of Ferris. What a treat. It's like a longbow. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does allow you to shoot things from very far away. Okay, let's put this thing away earlier this time and take out our sword. Come to me. Nope, nope, nope! Got a little greedy there. The fact that they have one attack that as they hit the ground, those things come out of the ground too. It's stupid. These are possibly some of the worst enemies in the game, at least for the point in the game that we're in. Just really annoying. But as you can imagine, we're gonna go back and do the same thing because there's a hat that we can pick up there that we'll never wear, but of course we have to get it. It is imperative to do. You could Ember for a little extra HP. Could be okay. I don't know. But I wasn't joking when I said this is like one of the worst zones in the game. It's so stupid. Such a stupid area. We'll just leave that Dark Wraith alone. And I don't think the problem is the poison. I don't think poison is ever an issue. But the type of enemies that they mix into it and the fact that they restrict your movement is the worst. Why would they do that? God damn it. No. No. No, you do not today, sir. I refuse! Die! Jesus. That was actual panic that you heard there in my voice. Now, unfortunately, these things respawn. Here, let's do this. Look how stupid they look when they walk, too. Bunch of weirdos. I think the trick is like that just don't take more than 1 or 2 hits at him at one time. Alright, sure. Also, enemies that just summon stuff that you have to avoid from different directions are challenging on their own. Okay, I feel pretty confident we'll be able to get them all this time. We have more Estus as well. Barely dodged it. No! God! Hat. How exciting. See, we're doing better now. It's just when sometimes they do that attack, which is kind of hard to telegraph because it looks like their first attack, and it's the only time you can get damage in. So you're so focused on when you can get any damage in at all that you just sort of ignore the fact that that's about to happen. All right. Little Ulasil reference that you're about to see. How exciting. Very sad, all these dead mushroom men. So this is the only place you'll see these guys here in this game. I love how the Grus feel the need to put poison on their weapons in a poison swamp. Just the worst. Clearly, I'm very salty about this zone in general. I think we've almost made a complete circle around it, though. And I think we've gotten nearly everything. Oh my god, I forgot there's a crab here. Why? Why? Luckily, the crabs are like no problem, right? But get riposted. Unnecessary, but satisfying. Thanks for the lingering Dragon Crest ring, idiot. This is a little area where the giant can actually shoot and help you. Anywhere there are these white birch trees, that means you're in range. So he could have helped us against the crab, but we got it. Crown of Dusk. I think this is the cave, or at least we're very close to it, that I was talking about before. Yeah, I think that's it right there.